So we have the present tense forms as related to time in various ways, Aktionsart, or how the action of the verb actually happens, and now we want to look at the aspect of the verb as another way of looking at the present tense. This is the author's portrayal of an action. This is not saying this is exactly how it happened, but it's how the author portrays the action. And this aspect notion is championed by a guy named Stanley Porter. And it has some unique perspectives on how to look at these tense forms. Porter takes the present and imperfect aspect as being kind of like a parade that you're seeing in progress. You're actually in the parade or right by the parade, and the parade is actually passing by you. And so you see the process, you see the particulars. There's an immediacy. You're there watching it happen. This present and imperfect tense form then is used to foreground information. The aorist is kind of a base form. It's the one that's used most frequently. And this is for overseeing the parade as an event. Now you're up in a building, say on the 10th floor, and you can see the whole parade. It's a tense form of undefined, seeing the whole as a single event. And so the aorist is used for a background tense. Then when the author wants to foreground something, it jumps to the present or imperfect tense. Then the third aspect is perfective. And this is not a process or particulars or immediacy, but more of a stative, where you have a state of affairs. This is like viewing the parade from the headquarters. This aspect is used to what he calls front ground material. When you want to say something special or you want to note a state of being or something, you use the perfective tense form. So this aspect way of looking at things holds some potential for us because it breaks the connection between time and tense and puts it into the realm of the author's portrayal of an action. In the present imperfect tense form, using to foreground material, the aorist is kind of a background, seeing the whole, and the perfective front grounding materials in more of a stative kind of manner. So this will be another way, besides tense equals time, which we've shown is you've got to be very careful with, an Aktionsart, how the actual verb happens. Aspect gives us the writer's perspective on with how the author desires to portray an action in terms of immediacy, foregrounding, background, seeing a whole, and perfective front grounding stative types of things. So just a different perspective, but it's very helpful at points to be able to have this as a tool when translating Greek verbs.